Yeah, there's too many shadows in the background. We're gonna need one more light. Hey painters! Been a while since I've made videos. I've kind of sucked at making videos this year. I make a lot of jokes about like, oh, I make daily content, but we all know that I maybe put out a video every like 6 weeks. And lately I've just been thinking like, you know, you have almost 24,000 subscribers and you're kind of just like taking it for granted, not really putting anything out. Gonna try and get back on it. And part of getting back on it was, you know, making a nice set. We got Skin Crawl, Sly Cooper, some Alex Pardee baseball cards, just trying to get the set, you know, yeah. But take a second to reflect on the past. And our motivation for reflecting on the past is coming from an artist that some of you may know, Wizard of Barge. He put up a little like thinking, writing prompt the other day on Instagram and I saw it and I was like, I can make a f***ing video out of that. I'm gonna milk that for content. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna reflect on 2021 the Barge way. Meaning, we're gonna strip down, put on some fishnets, wear a thong, and a wizard hat. Sexy motherfucker. We are gonna pop on over to the Wizard of Barge Instagram, reflecting back on the past year. You've made it this far. How to learn from the past and grow into the future. Wouldn't I be a kick-ass f***ing voiceover? You made it this far. So, things we are gonna need for this exercise. Pen, paper, somewhere quiet, and most importantly, honesty. You'll need to observe your year objectively and without judgment to really learn from it. So I'm not gonna write this out. Obviously I'm filming a video, I'm just gonna talk about it, but you guys should write it out. It's good for you. Self-reflection is how you grow as a person and become a better you. So write out the highs and the lows you had this year. Give yourself credit for the progress you made and the things you achieved. Acknowledge your failures and ask what part you played in them. I'm gonna say the highs of this year definitely weren't art related for me. I've had a good couple years with art and like big successes. This year was not one of them. But I moved in with my girlfriend. That's a huge win for me. I went from only being able to see her like maybe once or twice a week to every single day. It's been pretty kick. And if you think, oh Austin, you're getting all sappy and lovey, we will both cut you. You just got couple stabbed. Along with that, you know, I was a full-time artist for like 2.5 years, and about a year ago now I started a regular job after my house flooded and I lost all my art supplies and I had no choice but to go get a normal person job. And I've really like kind of grown in the plumbing field. There's stuff that like a year ago I had no clue what I was doing or like what anything meant, and now I can kind of like figure some of the stuff out on my own. It feels rewarding in a really weird way. Plumbing's kind of actually cool. Feels weird to say because I really was like, no, I need a creative job, but like, I don't know, man, plumbing kind of kicks. I would say even like mental wins is I no longer feel like a failure, that I'm not doing art like as my full-time job anymore. Yeah, art's fun again. It's back to being a hobby that like, sure, I can still make money on, but it's not a stressor anymore. Like I don't have to make art if I don't want to. I can just go to my normal job, make my money for my bills, and then come home and like, yeah, hang out with my girlfriend, paint when I want to. Pretty kick-ass. Acknowledging my failures and what part I played in them. I definitely failed to maintain my YouTube channel in any way, shape, or form. I like joke all the time about daily videos and stuff, but I don't know, I get really stressed out in my head at the thought of making content because I want to be making the best stuff. I take it a little too serious. It's preventing me from making things. I take all of this stuff way too serious. Everything is like, well, is there a chance that like that's gonna get people's attention, or like is that thumbnail gonna get clicks? And really, frankly I really shouldn't give a f. I should just go back to making videos and like having it be that fun creative outlet that it used to be. That's how all of this started. And then like, yeah, I got an audience and then it feels more stressful because you're making money and you're like, well, I gotta like, oh, keep it going, but like, meh. So next one, ask yourself questions. What lesson did you learn? A lesson I learned this year is to just stop taking myself so serious. Like, not everything has to be all-consuming mind takeover. Like, if I'm doing YouTube, it doesn't have to be every single day with the best videos and the best content, and you gotta, like, go viral and, like, hit 1 million subscribers. Like, nah, I just if I want to reflect on 2021 and 2 people watch it, thanks to the 2 people that watched it. You guys the homies. What was I most grateful for? I'm most grateful for, I think, skateboarding coming back into my life this year. When I was doing like full-time art, I barely skated. I would skate maybe like once a month, if that. And now like starting back up and like really skating again, it's very clear that I didn't have a hobby that was just a hobby. Like, sure, I love art, it's a hobby, but at the time when it was a job, it wasn't like just a creative outlet. It was a sense of stress and like something I felt like I had to do, but now I have skateboarding again, and I just like, I want to go do it. I don't really like, there's no f***ing future in skating for me, but it's still like the most kick-ass thing ever, and I love it. So I'm really grateful that I have skateboarding back in my life. When was I the most lost this year? Oh, that's heavy. Either late August or early September, my girlfriend and I had a bit of a pregnancy scare where we thought she might be pregnant, and I thought that I was going to be a dad, and had the math written out, and it was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be a dad before Father's Day. Father's Day 2022, I'm gonna have a kid. And yeah, like going to work each day, just not knowing if we're having a baby or not, I felt so lost, because I was just like, I'm not ready to give up that selfish time in my life. Like, I like coming home and just making art and painting monsters and making random YouTube videos from Instagram prompts. All stuff that I don't really think I would be able to do with a newborn. But then there was also a part of me that was like, you know, maybe I am ready to be a dad. Like, I probably would be pretty kick dad. Like, I think I would be okay with it. I'm fun, but I'm also, I know when it's time to get serious. Yeah, I think I balanced both of those things really, really well. It was just constantly back and forth. I hope she's pregnant, I hope she's not, I hope she is, I hope she's not. When we found out that she wasn't, I was so excited. Like, she sent me the text, hey, like, I'm not. It was right as I was getting into my car to drive home from work, and I like burst into tears. Because in my head I had started to just think like, okay, like you're probably gonna be a dad, like you're probably gonna have this kid. And then finding out she wasn't pregnant, it was like this very exciting, like, oh thank God. But then also it was like I actually like lost this like fictional child in my head. And for a little bit, yeah, I just felt lost after that. I didn't want to create any videos, because when I first found out like, hey, I might be pregnant, I was like, oh shit, I gotta like start making daily videos again and like get the monetization up. We're gonna need some income if we're having a kid. I almost kicked the camera over. That was wild. But yeah, we're gonna need like some extra income if we're having a kid. And then once I found out she wasn't, I felt very, very lost. When did I feel the most joy? Probably also when I found out she wasn't pregnant, because it was like, yes! We don't have to give up our art room and like our fun room, because I mean it would have to become a baby room at that point. And I was like, damn it! Like, we didn't even get to live together for a year before we have like a kid. So that was also the most joy. That was probably the biggest lost feeling, sadness, and joy all in one. It was a very, very weird time, that the end of summer for me. With that being said, I do have a #1 dad sticker on my car, because regardless, I'm the #1 dad. So our next one, let go of self-sabotage. What stories are you telling yourself that limit your growth? Drop any past baggage or resentments that will only slow you down. When it comes to dropping past baggage, I was talking to my girlfriend about this the other day actually. I still have an ego. Obviously, like, it's impossible to not have any ego. But a big success in my life this year has been kind of like killing a lot of my ego. It's kind of allowed me to not be such an angry person all the time. Not that I'm like a rage monster, but I get annoyed really easily with things. A lot of it is based in ego. Like, the other day, somebody hit me up and they asked me to buy like some art, and they underpriced the hell out of my art. And I was like, who does this person think I am, blah blah blah. And then I stopped myself and I was like, kill your ego. Like, just explain to them, hey, this isn't typically the price I would sell things for. This is where the price range would be. Like, this is what I've sold for in the past. Here's where I am. Instead of being like, how dare this person not know who I am, blah blah blah, lowball me with that kind of price. I just explained to them nicely, hey, this is actually like the price. And instead of thinking that I was like too big for things, just kind of taking the ego away. It's been big in like my regular job too, of just like, hey, don't be afraid to learn things. Or if some of the older dudes are trying to teach you something, like, just, even if I know how to use a power tool, like, just let them show you, whatever, kill your ego. At least they're willing to share knowledge with you, and then you don't come across as like an arrogant shit. It's still there. It's impossible to kill completely your ego. Anybody that has, I would say that they're lying, but also that could just be my own ego of like, well, if I'm not strong enough to do it, then they're not, which you're not. Because have you seen my beard? I'm stronger than you. Just saying. Where do I want to be a year from now? Get specific about where you want to see yourself. What does my day look like? What are my relationships like? I have some plans for 2022, art-wise. I'm gonna share them in another video. I would like to get into like more inking. I do a lot of like color and painting and acrylic stuff, but I would like to get more into just inking, more comic related things. I just want to embrace creativity again. We're trying to get a skate park out in the new town I'm in, so maybe if that happened, like if I could be able to skateboard every day, that would be pretty dope. I would like my day to look like that. Get up, have my coffee, have my morning poop, go to work, come home, go to the skate park, make dinner, paint until it's bedtime, and then read and go to sleep. That sounds like a nice day to me. Now think practically, what habits will you have to adapt to make that a reality? What habits will you have to lose? There's small steps you could take to start now. So when it comes to painting every day, because that is a big goal of mine, I want to get back into painting every day, making videos, doing some kind of creative thing every day, just to like feed that. Like it's so easy to lose that creativity when you're an adult. It's so easy to get swept up in like just the day-to-day like life stuff, cleaning the house, all that stuff. It's so easy to fall victim to just like adulthood. So I want to keep that like kind of childlike creativity alive. I think a bad habit of mine is like coming home, making dinner, and then like after that it's like I'll watch TV until it's bedtime or like watch a movie. Where lately like my girlfriend and I have been trying to do more like, hey, let's play a card game, or let's go in the art room and we'll both just like work on stuff, but we're still together. So that's been pretty nice. That's been helping me take the steps towards being creative every day. It's just also having like a partner that's got my back with like encouraging it. And is there small steps I could take to start now? I'm taking them. I'm making videos. It's New Year's Eve. I got a day off of work. Typically I wouldn't have that day. And when my boss first told me like, hey, we're not working tomorrow, like I was like, oh cool, like I just get to relax, I'm gonna watch movies. And then I was like, no, you know what? You should treat this the same way you would, like a work day. Put these shelves up, I'm filming a video. I got 4 more videos I'm gonna try and film today. And that is a big step. When I have the time, take the time to film some stuff, paint some stuff, make some woodcuts, draw comics, write comics. I've been doing a lot more writing, and that's been huge for my mind too. So yeah, I'm taking those small steps as it is, and I want to just keep those steps going into 2022. You're almost there. You know where you're coming from, you know where you're headed. Now you just need to take the steps to cross into the realm of potential. See you on the other side. You can come back to your writings at any point during the year to keep yourself on the right path. Accountability is key, even if it's just to yourself. Another reason I like doing videos like this at the end of the year, and like the goals video at the beginning of the year that I'll do, a year later you can go back and see where your mind was at that time, and you can see like, oh, well what changed, or did I succeed, or you know, how do I feel about my goals then? Are they goals I still share now? Like, where is my brain at then compared to now? And again, like I think self-reflection is a huge benefit. Just sitting there and doing some self-reflecting and seeing what you like and don't like about yourself. And it's kind of why I chose to make a video on Barge's exercise here, because I feel like it's good. Self-reflection and introspection. Hey, talk inspections here. Now go create your own magic. Create this dick. Also, go follow Barge on social medias. Go check out his shop. He's got cool prints and stuff. One of my favorite artists. Followed him for a really long time. It's been really cool to see his style evolve. And I'll see you guys in like another 6 weeks when I get my together and film another video. Wink.